They were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged.
Bro, who makes this stuff? Why are you making me afraid to sleep? I'm not keeping my clothes. Do you see him?
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Oh, Lord, why don't you give me different ideas? Because then I gotta resort back to this. What is goody in El Hoodie, my fellow doggy? Drippity drip drip dripping all over the city, looking sturdy, getting gritty, drippity drip dripping everywhere we go. I don't even know what I be saying in my intros anymore. I just turn off my brain and just let the mouth just start making sounds. How are y'all doing today? I hope wonderful. Y'all look beautiful today. We are back with another reaction video because I am out of ideas again. I don't know why I said again. I've never gotten ideas. Remember the boiled one that we watched the other day? Bros. Get off my screen, you're done! Yeah, he had other stuff. This is the Oddity Compendium. I have no clue what we're getting into, but judging off of what happened in the boiled one, I'm assuming that it's gonna be nothing good, nothing great, nothing wanted. It's just all mental and psychological torture. Anyways, just get straight into it and get it over with. Oh, bro. Why?
Nowhere's Office of Wonders presents the Oddity Compendium, a beginner's anomaly education program.
This motherfucker better not be the one talking to me this entire episode. I want a 20 more seconds of seeing you on my screen, and then I'm done with you.
Welcome to the Oddity Compendium.
Good.
Today,
It was 2 seconds.
We'll be learning about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe. These strange phenomena can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events in anomalous time periods.
What?
Important. The following information has been acquired from realities that may be separate from the one you are currently residing in. Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of incompatible information may result in a conscious reality fracture.
Bro's just casually dropping that. If you watch this, you might not know what reality is anymore. And then followed up by this music. What will we learn today? Number 1, your own bed may be harboring a hunger for your flesh. Sleep with a cold fan on if possible. And then listen to the music. If you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family's gone, interacting with the headless corpses that remain in their stead should be avoided. Non-existence is a contagious disease. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you get a rush of brilliant ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug and the withdrawals can kill. What is about to happen, bro? Flesh beds. Parasites. Yuck.
Are species of parasitic subunit.
I don't want to watch. I just don't. Look at that. Why?
That highly resemble bedding mattresses.
Ha!
Is identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin. They were first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattress folk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations. The first recorded victim was 19-year-old Alice Digger. She had been sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance. After noticing the stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities, and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting parasite, several hundred human bones, and a half-digested Alice. The method in which mattresses sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty.
Ha!
After they wake, they slowly unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and happens underneath its body or on its side so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested. Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged.
Bro, who makes this stuff? Why are you making me afraid of sleep?
Theorized that since they are subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with a mycelial network many years ago. Autopsies of flesh and eggs digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s.
Oh my lord.
Another odd thing to note is that the Matres folk themselves contain DNA belonging to humans as well. One instance shared DNA in a blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time that the Matres folk were assumed to have come into existence.
So Napoleon's responsible for these eating beds.
That feels just a bit too warm lately. You might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed light.
It's so funny. Headless microcosm. Macrocosm.
Headless macrocosm is a sub-reality nearly identical to Earth, save for the fact instead of humans, tail-headless corpses remain in their stead. These corpses, though technically dead, do weakly breathe through the holes in their necks. Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random intervals. These beings are identical in appearance to one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur. There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth. Every single resident recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their own realities. No one back in their own.
Could you imagine, bro? You fall asleep, you taking the subway, right? Man, yo, this alternate reality is just targeting poor people. Oh, man. 8-hour shift. Damn, I'm tired as all hell. Let me just rest my eyes, because I know this is going to be like a 3-hour subway ride. You know, let me just... You resting your eyes, chilling, sleeping. You have a decent dream. You open your eyes, and you see that standing in front of you. I'm closing my eyes again, and I'm pretending that didn't happen, and I'm falling back asleep.
Parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmful to existential fabric. The humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times. Fun fact. Humans have coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies. Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two.
Of course it did.
A man residing in the headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies. This body, just before motionless aside from the labored convulsions, sprang to life and removed the head of the man. It then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck. The man's name was Michael.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Oh my God. Lord, forgive me for using your name like that, but oh my goodness. Oh my God. Ha! Yo, this is funny, bro. This is really funny. It really got jokes like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Play the laugh track. Oh my Lord. I was so immersed. I'm sitting here like, I'm really trying to like get a grasp of like what's going on here. I'm like, okay, alternate reality, this, that, and the third. They don't move. They are standing still. Just the compulsions in their chest. They don't really move. Guy brushed up against him, so they don't like the sensory deprivation. I get it. I got that too. Don't like being touched sometimes. It's fine. Removes his head, puts it on his. Okay, cool. The name. Oh, what was the name? And then they do that. Then they do this.
The man's name was Michael Edford. After the corpse had placed Michael's head where its own should be, an event occurred back on Earth in the year 2061 that resulted in governmental intervention.
2061?
Called to the authorities.
I want to be dead by then. If this is what's happening, Lord, if this is what you got in store, I want no parts.
Described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard. The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved. The following photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's rotting head is affixed atop its frail neck. Shortly after the photo was taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was
they don't like
removed
his
from the
name.
premises and taken to an upscale anomaly testing site. Apparently, this corpse was attempting to quite literally become Tedford by leeching off of his existence.
Oh my god.
These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant
Hold on,
state
because
of
it didn't.
off of his
Oh,
existence.
okay, it was gonna start reading it.
These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to reconnect with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease. This disease appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the headless macrocosm deems you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with fellow patients. But don't worry, it's a rare diagnosis. Another fun fact. Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth. As mentioned earlier, the headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive tract of the universe, and these structures may be antibodies attempting to fight off the virus of non-existence. Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
Ha 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 ha! What's next? Obelisks of
The obelisks.
Obelisk of Enlightenment. Category: Enigmatic Divinity. What does this mean? What is enigmatic? What?
The obelisks of enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world. Also known as the Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 100 feet tall. Each obelisk is levitated just barely above the ground and facing geodetic north. Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle and even of the Moon. They are moving just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets of the universe, and are constantly vocalizing the excess information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge. Though currently enclosed and monitored by government entities, many people have wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing. This alluring hum from these obelisks seduces a massive increase in general intelligence and subjects listening. Folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour. Each obelisk's biological elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal
Of course. What would Earth be without?
Are to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment.
What would this be without eldritch horrors beyond human comprehension? Of course, you know, it wouldn't be a good analog horror. Of course, we need that. Of course we do.
Upon perceiving
of course we do. The laughing.
Obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and combusts or receives an ability to comprehend the sacred information. Talk about being open-minded. Whenever a subject is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified with the being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes. Many speculate that these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have
Damn, look at the cranium on him, bro. The cranium.
When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible blueprint and method for building these grand tombs, and they were made into the shapes of pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
Stop that, bro. You're not allowed to move. Why are you moving?
Now, looks like our time here may be almost up.
What does that mean?
But before you go, it's time for a bonus oddity.
No. Cut the video off. We're done. What do you mean, a bonus? Philbus.
This is Philbus.
We don't get any, like, this is the category, and this is by this, and then, nope, just Philbus on the screen. And then you throw this up and say, this is Philbus. Why is it saying Philbus I trust? No, I don't trust that. You trust that?
This is Philbus. It is not known where Philbus comes from or why he is here, but there have been a number of people who, after consuming media depicting Philbus, have felt the overwhelming compulsion to practice Philbism. Philbism is a political and somewhat religious ideology which centers around the belief that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Philbus' great sacrifice. It is not clear what this sacrifice is or what it refers to. Attributes and practices of Philbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs, promoting/discussing chair consumption on obscure internet forums, praising the fictional political candidate known as Philbus, who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things about Philbism. Consume the body of Philbus and become one with many others today. It's a great decision. Just eat your share to get started. Any mention of Philbism and elaboration on
No!
will eventually
This does not look scrumptious, bro. What am I supposed? How do you eat chair? That is not a sentence I thought I would ever say, bro. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just... Time for a snack. Put some adobo on it and call it a day, bro. This isn't a plantain, bro. This ain't what... Damn, that adobo smell good. You think what I'm thinking?
Mention of Philbism and elaboration on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry. All Philbists deny the existence of Philbism when directly questioned about it. This video was not in any way sponsored by Philbism. This is for educational purposes only. Philbism does not even exist. You can sign up for Philbism certification here. Consume the body of Philbus today. Would you look
No!
It's just about time for us.
Bro, why does... I be seeing shit when I'm scared, bro, so that's why I'm always like... Why is he dancing?
What is that?
Bro's got jazz hands for what purpose?
Cleansing process will now commence. This purely auditory procedure will ensure you do not come away from this with any ailments from beyond contracted during your viewing experience. Please close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so.
I'm not keeping my closed. Do you see him? What do you mean keep them closed? Bro, I can see your soul with how close you are, brother.
You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying. Thank you for attending Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
I told you I didn't want to see you anymore, bro. Why wasn't there a segment on you? I really have to stop watching these. Bro, seriously? I have to put these down. That was the Oddity Compendium. Brother. Why, though? Why? That's all I got to say, bro. I don't know which one was worse. I don't know if that was worse or if the boiled one was worse. They were both kind of... I don't even know, dog. My head hurt. My head don't feel right. Whatever universe Mr. Dr. Nowhere, Mr. Silas here is making, I want no parts in it. I don't want no parts in it. I don't care to be in... No, I want no parts. Watching that made me I'm not even gonna lie, bro, it made me tired. Just like there was so much, there's so much happening. My brain is like, we need to take a short rest. But do I want to lay on my bed now? Do I really want to do that after watching this? Whatever, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay drippin'.
And also fulfilled the certification here. That's not the party of focus today.
Sure.